Hi there, this is Anisha Go, VP of Marketing for Wheatbusters Digital Diner. Today I'm going to give you an overview of the menu builder. So this is going to be your tutorial to show you how you can create this colorful and really just overwhelming menus that are going to really appeal to your customers and really just make them so enticing that it's going to really produce just great results for you. So on average, menus that actually have pictures and that are really colorful and really present well actually have been shown to present a 25 to 35% lift over menus that don't have these items, that don't have these pictures, that don't have this kind of presentation. So we're going to show you actually how to create these amazing menus. So I'm going to start right here at the top. So this is where your tutorial would be if you want to actually access this in the future. Right here on the right hand side, now these three dots, if you actually click on this, this is going to be a menu import. Now this is going to be if you have multiple locations. So this will save you a ton of work if you have the same menus at multiple locations. Now obviously you can tweak things and make changes, but this is actually going to give you the ability to import menus from one location to another. So that's the menu import. So this widget right here, if you have this turned on, this is actually going to allow this menu to show up in the widget on your site. Right here, if the bot is actually turned on, this will allow the menu to show up in your Facebook Messenger chatbot. And right here, if you turn the Alexa link on right here, this will allow your menus to be accessed by users via Amazon Alexa. So so many different ways to access these menus, and it really is just very appealing to your customers. So now to get into the bones here, to get really into the actual menus. Now you can see here you're going to create all of these categories. You have your various categories for your menus, and I've created all of these. Now, for example, if you want to click on a category, you have the ability to add pictures or not. As I said before, pictures are going to be more appealing for your menus. They're going to be more appealing for your actual clientele. That's going to be what sells them, okay? So right here, if we're going to input a category, you're going to first put the title, you're going to put a photo, or you can just choose to leave it as just basic appetizers, no photo. You can select subcategories or no subcategories. You can make the category visible. So say for example, if you only have particular categories available at certain times of the day, so you can choose to make this visible or not, or on certain days of the week. You can also select when you would like it to be visible. So you have an availability time here. This is what's really great, is that it can be so personal to your restaurant, is that you can have an availability time and make the categories available on certain days of the week and at certain times. So say you have just certain brunch categories or happy hour categories. You can actually make that customized to what your establishment needs. So you have all of that there. Okay, and so we have the different items here, and you'll see these three dots right here. All you have to do is edit to change anything within a category, or you can delete right here if you want to actually exit out of this. So here is what this is what the back end would look like when you're actually creating your menu. Okay, so here is an example of what an addition would be once you've added. So this is your appetizers category, obviously, and this is what your addition would be once you actually have added your various categories. And then let me show you right here. This is what the actual menu would be like if you're pulling it up on the screen online on your web page. So this is what the customers would see. So you can see a very similar perspective, but this is how they would see it from their perspective there. So back here to what we're looking at. So you can see we're changing here. So we'll go from appetizers. Now we can go to signature steaks, and so on and so forth. But let's go back here to appetizers. Now let's click on this particular appetizer. Okay, so I want to show you, I'm going to go on and edit here, so you can see exactly what each item entails. So you have it under a category name, you'll add the title, you'll actually input your image, a description, your price, and you'll change the status, whether you want it active or inactive. Again, some people choose to have seasonal menus, some people choose to have items only at certain times or certain seasons or certain days of the week. So you'd have that, and then you also have options here, and options are modifiers, so you can select from options that have already been created. So you'll have a whole options section that I'll go over at another time, but so you can select from those, and then you can always make changes. So I'm actually just going to show you how to add an item to a category. So right here, let's say, for example, we want to add another appetizer. So we are making sure we click on the appetizer category, so you'll see that that's been highlighted. And all we have to do right here is click this plus sign, and that's going to add an item under that category. Now, if we've made a mistake and we didn't want to go under that particular item, you can always just make that change right here. You can always just change it right from that drop-down menu. So we'll stick with appetizers. Now let's say I want to add mozzarella sticks. So I'm going to add that there. I'm going to add an image, so you can either browse for the file or you can drag and drop. I'm going to go ahead and drop that, and sorry about that. So we have that uploaded. It looks good. Now you can obviously make any changes to the size or shape here. I'm going to select done, and so we have our picture. We can add a description, we can add the price, and we have our status as active. And that's all we have to do is click save, and we've added our item. So it's very, very easy to do, to add anything at all here within these categories. And you can see how nice and colorful and how well it presents on the screen when you can see all of your items here. And that's all you have to do within the menu builder to build beautiful, customizable, and colorful menus that are going to appeal to your customers. Thanks so much for listening.